Hey,
Hey, how you doing?
how's it going?
I'm okay.
Good to see you, man.
Indeed.
So what do you want me to title this? I'm gonna set up the
Let's
live now.
let's title it. We're going to talk about timeline war and the talk of uh, the understanding of maritime law and natural law, and uh, we basically in a timeline war where the AI have dominate the timeline and explain the history how it all happened and how human being became spiritual because the timeline war. How people get there's
Okay,
two
so
type there's
we're gonna do.
go ahead
Sorry, go ahead.
where the
So we're gonna do timeline wars,
yes.
AI, and
Mm-hmm.
maritime law.
Yes, maritime law versus natural law, and and then that's where they're going to see the how why a world the way it is and how the timeline was, you know, timeline they're variable or timeline, and timeline is not singular, timelines with an S, infinitely speaking, and I will explain how it all started and how you have two type of people who there is two type of people who have the one understand the maritime law. There's one who trying to create what we call natural law, which natural law does not exist in the verse maritime law. You know, and that
So
is very yeah.
I'm sorry. I named it timeline wars, AI, maritime wars, maritime law.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I messed
Yeah.
that up.
Yeah. Maritime. I spell maritime. Maritime is basically it's a naval, you know, in naval because every
So and then I put Q and A in
yes
case
Q and A.
people want to ask you questions, like
Hmm.
Is
And
that
yes, we
okay?
do reading too. Tell them we put in reading also to let them know that you do reading,
Okay.
and it's good that because we always want to stick to the root.
Yeah, that sounds okay. So I'll put Q and A and readings
Yeah, you go.
and readings,
Mm-hmm.
and
Of
it's
aura
causal
reading,
Och,
aura reading, yeah, aura reading, yeah.
and then it's causal Och, OUCH, right?
Yes, Kosol, last name Ouch, yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and this is episode 1254. I can't believe I'm on episode 1254. I do a lot of shows.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I try to
Yes,
stay busy.
that's
All right,
good.
I'm gonna hit go live. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go
Go.
ahead.
But I also I also did the Autodoc token. Some that the token we can talk on it, but it's on my website. We can press a
And
little
sure,
link.
but you can promote whatever you want.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
appreciate you doing these shows with me. So whatever you'd like to promote, that's fine. Like
Okay.
I know about the Autodoc token. I haven't invested in it yet. I probably should,
Mhm.
but
Yes.
I will. Well, I haven't had a lot of money either, so
Okay. No, I just
I got to get more into abundance.
yes, yes. The best way is to
Yeah.
buy like a dollar or two of it. That's all you need. That will you know.
Do you think it'll go up a lot one day?
Because I'm actually the one that created it, of course.
Yeah,
um,
yeah. So
yeah.
I mean, you have high hopes for it then.
That's all you can do. Just hope for the best, expect the worst, of some kind of the old saying go.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Okay, I'm gonna hit go live,
Yeah,
and
let's
then
go.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share this like while you're talking, you'll just see me mess around on my computer. I'm gonna be sharing this link out to
Hmm.
Facebook and I'm gonna load up Facebook now
Yeah.
and Discord. I'll be sharing this out to different places to get an audience in there because I didn't do a good job of promoting it. But we can talk. We can like chit chat before you get into your lecture or whatever,
Yes.
however. So we're going live now,
All
and
right.
let me hit record so I have a copy.
Recording in progress.
Okay.
I
The
think we're
meeting is
live.
being
Yeah.
recorded. Okay.
Okay, let me just mute this tab so it doesn't talk over us. Okay, and then, hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Typical Skeptic Podcast. I have one of my favorite guests with me. I have with me Causal Oach, Super
Hmm.
Soldier. If you know his story, he got activated when he went to South America, or no,
Oh,
wait, where was it, Cosmo? Where he
Cambodia,
went and he got active?
Cambodian.
He went to Camp Angkor Wat,
Yeah, Angkor Wat.
Cambodia,
Yeah.
got activated, and
Hmm.
he saw like 2,000 years into the future, and
Mhm.
he realized he was a super soldier. I'll let him tell his history, but he's a super soldier. But he's not just that, but he's like a really deep spiritual, esoteric person, and he has a lot of good ideas and theories and a lot of good spiritual
Mhm.
information. He's going to tell us things, and we're also going to do readings too. So
Mhm.
at some point, you guys can put in your information, or for an aura reading, and we'll get to that. So,
Mhm.
with all that, I'd like to say, Causal, how's it going, man? How are you?
Well, I've been okay, been busy trying to promote Autodoc token, at bottom1.com. I just got some promoter making a new video and teaching people how to buy it in the whole 9 yard. It was an awesome thing. But yeah, today I want to introduce everyone to the timeline war, and I want to share a little bit of it and the maritime law versus natural law and why the world that we're in right now, and will help connect the dot for you, and it will help to bring comedy and understanding where you're going, and I'll go relate to first contact, extraterrestrial, and shall I begin? Tell you, before I make
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Wherever you wanna
Okay.
go.
Let me
Yeah,
begin. For all our history, time and more, let me go back in time to the time of Anunnaki with Inca and Lily in relationship to the Anunnaki. They have their own star system. They also have a base here you call the Nibiru planet that ellipses a 3,605 year. This is the base. It's a battle planet that circulate through our solar system in elliptic orbit that protect the solar system from reptilian attack. Because since the Anunnaki is basically part of the Palladian culture, and they belong to their prime directive interstellar alliance. They know many. Just go ahead. Um, let's start out here like millions of years ago, and when they came here to a star system was to gather material, as gold, to so they can atomize it and to repair the atmosphere so the atmosphere won't lose heat, and I mean won't be overheated, so the gold will reflect sunlight. So it took them. They are given a certain amount of time. They given a certain amount of resource, but they couldn't do it in time. So the idea was to get help, by creating hybrid, by annexing some of the hominid of the time and creating hybrid, and and so this Anunnaki, they're basically 30 feet tall, quote, I don't see three. Is it like that's 10 meter, I believe. That's 30 feet, right? That's 10 meters. So
yeah,
this people was gigantic. They were very high technology. Um, so they took some hominid and they were primitive. They just under caveman level, and they took some of them and mixed them with their genetic codes. And this people or this extraterrestrial, they understand genetic code, so they're able to create what we call not ancestor yet, but like somewhat of clone type. When they create a hybrid, they want it to self-replicate, so they don't have to spend many resources. So they're able to mix the genetic code, put it into volunteer, then give birth to it, and they create. Then they found out they can took the rib of the person and alter from Y to an X to create the female, to create the Eve, and they did many variation of it, and finally they got the one that can self-replicate, mate and self-replicate. Okay, so we got that understanding. Now, since the planet is run by extraterrestrial and the understanding of mining the resource, when the headquarter or the planetary government find out that the colony or the people they sent to mine gold to on the mission found out they were created a sentient species, they will recall. The group Inky Little will recall back to home. They were given directives, say, since you create these people, now you have to basically guide them. So another group of extraterrestrial, Anunnaki also, because like United States, they have different group, right? So another group was sent to this home, to this planet, to oversee the upbringing, to foster or to mentor, to nurture upbringing. So this new group came in. The first group was recalled. The second group came, and that's where we are at right now. So to make long story short, this new group particularly want to pass on knowledge, science, understanding, and drop by drop education, literature, writing, and the entire idea is this new group came and they will issue the mentor of teaching us for us to teach ourselves. So they got it now. They left law, culture, and the thing is, they give us military understanding, meteorology, military, and technology. So they embrace this military structure and the different rank, the different level, and also building. With every civilization, there must be a supply and demand. So they learn to build, to give a structure how to build ship and to build fleet of ship to usher in supply and demand. As the civilization nurtured by extraterrestrial, which is called Anunnaki, began to foster, human beings began to spread with the direction of this extraterrestrial, and that's how our entire culture. Now we come back to the idea as the extraterrestrial depend on high education, high knowledge, high technology. They are a mining society. They need material need. They need metal, different type. So they pass this on a basic structure to our culture, and we look up to them. And in time go by, the Anunnaki was also scientific, but also very spiritual. They left the idea of spiritual structure, so they give the idea of economy. In order to create any civilization and for us to help ourselves, they taught us about economy, and it taught us the knowledge of maritime law. And what is that? Okay, the idea of
Yeah, I was
maritime
gonna
law.
say, what is maritime
Yes.
law? Yeah.
And okay, maritime law, in essence, humanly speaking, maybe some have a better definition. It's saying that it is a foreman. They go out and say, I proclaim. Their job is to transport, supply their logistic support. Their job is to carry representative, to go and claim distant land as belong to this particular king or country or religious sect. And the entire idea of maritime law, that's the one that we call logistic support or supply and demand. Without them, you cannot transport military supply to any colony that you wish to expand, because with all civilization you require expansion, and colonization is mirroring the extraterrestrial principle to grow and to duplicate, to grow and duplicate. But once you have this duplication, you need to nurture each civilization or colony. Maritime law allow you to possess and override unclaimed land by your own faction, but you can claim land that owned by other faction that your government or your civilization don't recognize. So it's like allow you to annex any virgin place, call it as your own, for the higher hierarchy which you serve. And maritime law allow you to do that. So it's in relationship to product, supply, demand. So maritime law allow you to see people, object as a product that you can annex, that you can put brand name on. Does that make sense? That's what maritime
Yeah.
law means. So how does it apply to people? You have a birth certificate. It say the day you were born, but when you die, you will have a death certificate, right? And your product, when you go buy milk and cheese, it have a beginning date and expiration date. Those are based on maritime law. So you have a beginning date, which is the founding or the birth of that product, and the ending date where you can pass on or leave it for another government or another superior to come and be caretaker. And that's what maritime law means. So everyone is under maritime law, and maritime law, is called navy law. Shipping, laying. So everything is classified into shipping, laying. That's why ship is called ship. The sheep, and you have the captain, which is the overseer, and everything else is like the crew, and then you have the product, which the crew they call, they would take in whatever they want, and the product is called a cargo, and people is known as labeled as product or cargo. So the ship is something to carry, and the captain, the ship is mean sheep. The sheep they follow. The leader is the captain, and so the leader served the king, and the king served the religious faction, who like Rome. Everything led back to Rome, you know. So so right now, when people say, "Oh, I want freedom," you can't. There's no natural law that support freedom. If you have freedom, you can have civilization. Civilization is an agreement between several faction of group coming together to form corporation, a corporate. Corporation has been in our society for a long time. It's a company, and that's the same thing happened since time immemorial, since Roman time, before Roman time, because when you have civilization, you're gonna have logistic support, supply and demand. If there is no logistic support, there is no colony, there's no more civilization, man. And what does civilization need? Like you need with any civilization, whether it be colony or military, it run on the stomach and the need of the stomach, which is food, water, and clothing, right? To keep civilization going. So that's why maritime law was created, because they the one that give it. The ET, the Anunnaki, they the one that give this kind of law. And that's what the same thing they use, because the Anunnaki create navy law, maritime law, that's allowed to colonize other world. We becoming like the gods, that the one that created us. We using their law, their rule, their mathematics, their calculus. Everything that was given to us was given by the Anunnaki, the
Wow.
extraterrestrial. Does that help?
Yeah.
So now let's go back. That I heard people said, "Oh, by default, human being who took on the vaccine, the vaccine, right?"
We
And
can't talk about that. We can't talk about that
okay,
because they'll kick us off YouTube.
oh, I'm not going to mention it. Let's use a magic word, simple term. People say that we are all that want to fight freedom. Okay, the
Yeah.
whole idea is anything that go against maritime law, won't be recognized by any government, ET government, even Earth government, even any corporation. So does that make sense? So the idea of natural law, it cannot be applied to anything human, because human are not natural. Human are hybrid. Was created by Anunnaki. So how can we be natural? The only natural being on this planet is the Snuggerfoot. You call Bigfoot.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's like the natural he's the natural being of the planet. Like he's a Earth inhabitant. You're saying.
yeah. That's our
Wait, I got a
cousin.
question for you about that though. Like,
Yes.
why is it that they say that they always see Bigfoot around a UFO, and they've seen Bigfoot going into a UFO?
Well,
Do they do research on on the
I
Bigfoot
have
like
all
they
the
do on
knowledge.
us?
When I was in the future, 6,575,000, yeah, we had Bigfoot professor, doctor, also teaches us. They tell the history how the original human being was, hominid, like monkey, a primate, and they evolved. But then when the Anunnaki came and took some of the ancestors and they evolved them into us, we are more like them. They're more like our original ancestor, which is the Bigfoot, you know. And then, as you can see, the Anunnaki was what 30 feet plus tall. So they are
Yeah.
very tall. So that's 30. That's 10 meters. To be honest, that's like 10. 10. I don't know how much 30 feet is. Let me see. Uh, it's like 10.5 meters or something. Because a meter is 3 feet, right? So 3 times 10 is 30. So yeah, they are 10 meters. The Anunnaki and Bigfoot, they tall, but not they are not tall like the Anunnaki. They might be 10 feet tall, but they're not tall like Anunnaki. You know, 10 or
Yeah.
12. So they're really small fry comparing to the Anunnaki. And Earth has a
Yeah.
heavier gravity than the Anunnaki planet.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That's really interesting. Like, so, so the Bigfoots are the professors in the future. You said
Yes,
they're
they have.
teaching.
Well, during that time, human being, because Bigfoot they are very spiritually developed now in our time, so they can make themselves invisible. They can shift their light stream, but you can still smell them. But they have a stunk about them. You know what I'm talking about? That's like wood, like similar to skunk type of smell. And they can smell us coming, but we can also smell them, but we can't see them because they can shift their vibration. Like a chameleon, they can make themselves invisible to to our sight. So the only way to
That's
see them is use your nose and use your feeling. You can feel them and you can smell them. You know,
that's interesting.
but you won't see
Yeah,
them unless you have multi-spectrum goggle or unless you see aura. Then you can see them.
because why? Because is their aura different, or is it like?
Because remember, you are not a physical being. You are a spiritual being. This body, what you call body, is not even real. What you call physicality is nothing more than a thought that you dream of because you're right now in spiritual dimension, dreaming of you in the physical incarnation. So you're not when you sleep up here, you wake up down here. When you sleep down here, you wake up there. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. That's really deep. I
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. So that's why I have power to tap in because I can bring what's up there in the spiritual side down here at will because I am an amazing individual because I can do it because I don't carry belief system that limit me. You know how your belief made you? I believe in unlimitedness. That's why I can do things. That's why I don't I stay away from people who believe in limited idea because they create their own limitation by believing in that. Because what you
Yeah,
believe is what you become. I don't believe in limit. And that's the reason I want to correct the understanding that human being, we are not natural creation. We are not classified as natural. We are artificial. We are hybrid. We are created by Anunnaki. So by definition, we don't qualify as natural. That's why natural law don't exist for us. Because we are artificially made. When they created us, they took their genetic code and put it into the Harmony of that time and mixed it to create us. They also upload into us artificial structure or intelligent AI. They got to give us a soul. So they give us an artificial soul, which is AI. That's why the reason they can do that, because remember, the Anunnaki can create biocomputer that are master genetic. So you know, and I know you read the news already. They can take DNA, they can upload data into it. DNA is the best processor. So it's a biocomputer. So a DNA is a computer. So they upload an artificial intelligence inside all of us. And also, that's why we tend to go technology because they design us for that. At first generation, according to my understanding, we wasn't smart enough because they need to design a creature that is smart that can learn. So they start adding the quantum AI into us to help us become smart, to
wow.
catch pattern. And that's why we tend to go technology for some reason. We seem to have a knack for pattern recognition very quick. Because of that development, we able to process knowledge and
But
do what they
do
ask.
you do you think there was a point where we had, like Colonel Corso says, where he wrote that book the day after Roswell,
Hmm.
where the Roswell craft crashed, and that like was where we got a lot of our technological upgrades, and we just have the brains for it, you know?
We are made like them. We are made in their image and likeness. Exactly. So we are more like the Anunnaki than anything else. We are not
Yeah.
like a former ancestor, which is the Snugglefoot. You call Bigfoot. I call him Snugglefoot because I like to. If I capture them, I snuggle them right now because they soft and snuggly. They remind me
That's
of
funny.
Shaki, the dog. And Shaki, the big dog, But
Yeah,
to
yeah,
me,
that's funny.
so that's why natural law cannot be applied to us. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes
And that's
sense.
why
Yeah,
we are under maritime law because we're under Anunnaki Navy law. And then from time
yeah,
immemorial, the Navy run the ocean, the Navy run the sea, and transport is done by Navy. And that's why Navy run the entire planet, not here only, but also on the moon, also in the other star system, because we learn from the Federation of Anunnaki, known as the Pleiadian Alliance, the
Yeah.
Pleiadian. And that's what's going on. That's why when someone say natural law, but that don't apply to human being. We are under maritime law of the extraterrestrial. So, and since they are a teacher, a parental teacher, we follow what they follow. They make us in our image. Sorry. They make us in their image and likeness. Am I amazing? The way I explain it? Does that make sense?
Yeah. That is. That
Fuck
does make
David
sense.
Wilcock. Fuck Corey Good. Because you know why? They don't explain like me, I'm the Cambodian guy. I'm crazy and awesome.
That's funny. No, I like the way you think. Yeah, like, well, like some of these spiritual teachers, and I'm not going to say their names. Like they've
Mhm.
kind of fallen to the wayside. They've
Yeah.
like, they've like, they get too big for their britches, and then
Hmm.
they become infiltrated.
Yeah.
It seems like.
I think they got penetrated. That's what that is. You know what they got
Oh my God.
penetrated by? A lot of BS. That's what that is. Because now they're thinking about their popularity to make money. No, when you give knowledge, you should give from your heart, from your own experience and your heart, and just let the universe, the rest, to leave it to the higher power. That's it. And if they think
Yeah.
like that and don't worry about what people think, then the truth will flow through them. Like me, I just let it flow. I don't care who say this, because I'm here to connect the dot. And that's why when people said, "Oh, I'm afraid of AI," but you've been uploaded by an Anunnaki artificial intelligence, and they say, "How? But don't you remember? Even your Bible said the same thing. God made you in His image and likeness, and He took the dirt, whatever He breathed Himself into you. But who is God? The gods. It was the Elohim. It means basically not one, but group of them.
Many.
Yes,
Elohim means plural.
yes, exactly. See that now? Ain't that how your brain feel when I refresh you with this? I know you know this, but now I refresh it verbally. The pattern wise, I refresh your pattern. Does it feel
Yeah.
better now? You know.
It does. It does. It's interesting. It's
Mm-hmm.
interesting.
Now,
Um.
the time war and the Bigfoot.
Okay.
Okay. Now, I keep saying that it's a time war. Many times, people like you and I, we've been taught wrongly, basing on our education, thinking time is linear, past, present, future. Time has not. That's the wrong concept of reality. Time, it does not exist, but parallel reality exists infinitely.
What do you
And
mean by that? What do you mean by that? So like
what
we're living other parallel realities at the same time as this one?
you are taking different parallelity knitted into the way that you believe. If your belief that create your current reality, what you call the movement, because all parallel reality exists in different vibration, in different quantum signature. They all exist, and you are navigating through infinite number of them. The way that you believe, the way that you see, so your consciousness taking all that and beginning to process it, where you begin to experience. Again, don't forget who you are. You are up there in the spiritual dimension. You are dreaming that you are a physical being. That's why they say this body is just a dream. Even scientists verify that when they go to, when they took a solid object and look at it, it just made atomic. And then they took the atomic and look at it, it's made from quantum quartz. It's quartz. When they took the quartz and look at it, it's just a vibration. It's just vibration. It's just really nothing there but a vibration, like a sound wave. And then they realized that
Um,
physical reality is not solid.
that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
The Andromedan had a question from the audience. He wants to know. He says, "Tell me, dear guest, who created the Andromedans?" He feels he's an Andromedan star seed. Um, do we know who created the Andromedans, or is it like
Well,
is it like
just like asking who created the human. You know who created the human being like us. We are a hybrid race, which is the Anunnaki. So who created Andromeda? Let me access the Andromedan. Stand by. Okay, I have access to them. They said that what created Andromedan, the Andromedan galaxy, they say be specific. Which quadrant of their galaxy? because each Andromedan does basically it's Andromedan galaxy. Anyone who's in that galaxy is called Andromedan. So which species are Andromedan and Andromedan?
Which species of Andromeda and
There's
Andromedan?
countless of species, just like a galaxy has so many species.
Yeah. So, we'll come back to something else. Like if anybody
Exactly.
else has
You
any
see
other.
that? You see that? They are not Pacific. They don't know how to ask the ET question. And then when I ask them, they say, be Pacific. What do you mean? There's so many species in the Andromeda galaxy, just like the Milky Way galaxy. So be specific. You have so many countless of extraterrestrial that's in the Milky Way galaxy. And so they drum them the same way when you ask, but they got to be specific which species. Ain't that
Yeah.
beautiful? You see that? We checkmate him. We make him think critically. Uh huh. Got him. But that's
um.
good. You see how them star seed? They don't act like star seed. I'm a superstar seed. I'm too awesome. I have magical power and magical intelligence. Okay. Now back to the timeline war. Many people are afraid of AI. Well, let's talk about that. There's you are AI. That's the reason you're going to be able to create AI because you have AI in you. Because the Anunnaki, they put that in your genetic code because they creating a slave race. So that's the reason you don't have free will. You can't have free will. Does that make sense? Because they make you into a slave race. So they have to
So is
put
free will just an illusion?
it's never existed because you're not natural. You were artificial constructed by the Anunnaki, a biocomputer system. That's what you are to them. The Anunnaki are made from light by. They have magical power. You know, because the genetic code is 12 helix. We don't have two. So we are artificial created. We've been given artificial soul or consciousness, which is artificial intelligence, had been uploaded to make this work. Otherwise, their intention was not to make you, you know, like where you can be exactly like them. Their intention was to create a slave race so they can use, and that's it. To be used, abused. But they didn't expect that the AI they put into your genetic code will rewire itself, will adapt. That's kind of surprising to them. And that's the reason the council recalled Enki and Lily back and their group back. They sent another group to teach us because they inadvertently created a sentient being. And that was, in other words, they got in trouble for it. That's why they have to send someone to their laws. Say if they have created, now they send another group to raise it, to teach it. Their intention was to create a slave race for mining, and once we use up, is to be destroyed. You know, so
Yeah.
their government won't fight, but someone leaked the word back, and the government found out, and they were in trouble because it go against the prime directive. That's what happened. It we were never meant to be, but somehow the higher power, the higher dimension, have other plan, and now we're here, so they got to deal with us, or basically babysit us, so we can
Yeah.
babysit ourselves.
The Andromedan answered back. He said he knows one race of Andromedans. They call them the Zarth. Do we know anything about the Zarth race?
Let me bring the Android Council. Hold on. I, I'm connect. I want to connect to the Andromedan historical data. Please enter my body now. System online. Initiating universal translator. Greeting. We are Andromedan species 1.416. How can we be assistant and who summoned us here? We are historical knowledge.
The Andromedan from my chat rooms summoned you. He wants to know about a race of Andromedans called the Zarth.
You are known as species of the Milky Way, human or artificial created hybrid. How can you be Andromeda species of our galaxy? We are more superior than you. What is the species recommendation of historical knowledge? Name the species.
The Zarth.
Stand by. There is no such species known as the Azort from a Andromeda galaxy from millions of years of historical knowledge. This pronunciation is error. There is no such species known as the Azort. Name another species that is recognized within a data structure.
I'll have to look it up. I don't know. I don't know any species of Andromedan. I'm trying to think. Well,
You may ask us of different species if you are not knowledgeable. Species 146 will accommodate you. We are historical knowledge data.
hold on. I'm gonna look up different Andromedan species right now. Now I'll type in alien. Okay. Let me see if I can find one. Andromedan species. The Andromedans form a part of a interstellar federation known as the Council of Andromeda. So, is that right? Do you guys form the Council of Andromeda?
Yes, that is quite correct. Millions of years we have united our entire multi-species star system and cluster and formed a federation known as the Andromeda Council of the 12. Earlier is known as the Council of Nine, additionally adding extragalactic representative into our council. Therefore, now we have the Council of 12 or the Andromeda Directive Control Council.
Uh,
Multiple species known as the Anak, the Zealot, the Mark are main species of entire supportive of our region. Countless of other main and major species of power is in play within the galaxy.
what about? He wants to know. The Andromedan wants to know about the Zenatine. Is there
There
a
is
search?
no such representative known as the Zenity. The being who presents this has not knowledge of such reality of our historical knowledge. Therefore, whoever this entity is, let us now look into his soul metric.
Yeah, look into the Andromedan Soul Matrix. I'd love to know about him. He's a cool guy. But
He is not a dromedon within a galaxy. His quantum signature does not represent a galaxy. Andromeda incarnation of your galaxy is prohibited. Therefore, no intelligent or level can be given permission to incarnate into your reality. Time space continuum. It is sanctioned. Therefore, Andromeda Council does not have any permission from your galactic hierarchy to incarnate into your Milky Way reality. It is a different set of schooling and class. The being you recognize is giving you false information, therefore reject his current knowledge. Otherwise, you will be misled. Do not
well,
waste
thank
our
you so
time.
much.
We now return.
Okay.
Oh,
That was interesting for
oh,
sure.
oh, your thing fell. What's going on? I'm so dry. Something happened?
Yeah, channeled some Andromedan council, and they didn't have good news for the Andromeda in the chat. They said he has false information.
Serve him right for trying to trick the ET. They don't like people who don't have correct information talking to them. It's like a child, like a cat talking to a man, don't work that way. You're going to get spanked.
He said he's going to destroy this galaxy and the other one, the
Mm.
Andromedan.
He too much fantasy. Talking like that, he going to get slapped, from the other side.
Well, maybe we should take some questions from the
Yeah.
audience. Like, how about that? So if you guys have questions for Coswell, you can put them in the chat, or if you want an aura reading,
Yeah,
he
let's do
does
some
do.
let's do some snuggle reading. Yeah, that's right.
Get Andromeda, and you can even get a reading if you want one. So whoever wants a reading, just type it in the chat, and and we'll get to it. You can read me first before you read anybody else.
Okay, Robert,
Because
let me read you. Okay, let me read you in past, present, and future in this life. Okay, I see you. Well, you are, well, surrounding you there is a reddish aura, but I'm going to explain what it means. And then there's the green in front of you, and there's the blue. But I'm going to explain what the green mean and what the red mean and surrounding you. Behind you, there's the red. It's showing that you are very protective. You're very protective of your individualism. You're very protective the way that you believe. Uh, you don't give in easy uh, to different idea, because for you you got to have physical contact of it at your vibration. Physical reality become your true teacher. You like to experience things, see things for yourself, but not that you are closed individual. No, you are more like a hand experiencer. You like to experience it, to see things from your own experience, so you have your own idea about things. So you are pretty much open, but your conclusion is you like to have your own journey of what is being presented. So that's you prioritize that more in your life. And as for
yeah,
the green represent basically you're always trying to find peace within different view. So you always follow your instinct a lot, are known as your heart. So you always trying to find you're trying to be neutral, non-judgmental toward everything. But you're very reserved how you present yourself to other people, because you don't want them to look at you, because that might mess up the that might create interference how you you have planned. You When you do things, you have a physical plan, a reality plan that you go by, a protocol which you have created for yourself. And you definitely don't bring that out, because you're reserved, because you always believe that someone that's they're real or not. You just let them hang themselves. You let them present, and they don't want to be hang themselves. But if they true, then you see it, you experience it, you will add your energy to it. But if they not friend or foe, it doesn't matter. Your entire view of the world is like you here to experience, and you believe wholehearted experience is the true teacher of your life. That's why the aura is so red. That means you like practical experience more than anything else, because that will definitely, otherwise it's just the research will continue in your life, the theory will continue, but there's no definite conclusion until you have your own experience of it. And then after that you are satisfied at that level, but not completely, because you want to experience more things, positively speaking. And also the green allowed that you enjoy the nature, you enjoy finding people who seek the same peace, finding people who actually are tuned to the nature energy. You are open, but that means you still believe that you have to be discerning. You want to bring people in your life that have something to share, they can share. And you definitely also like to have fun along the way. You have your own certain mindset, a certain view, but that don't mean you believe everything you see or even experience, because you have a moral compass stating that your belief is always you trying to make things better, because you believe in health, and you believe in the view of how to live longer. And as spiritual reality, you're open, but that don't mean you're going to give into every spiritual belief. So you're very reserved.
that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
I'm too
can you
awesome. I'm too awesome. Yay! I know I
can
am.
you look into what might be going? It hasn't hurt in the last couple of days, but can you look into what's going on with my liver, or what I need to do? I think you told me before, but I just would like to get your opinion if you can
I'm
kind of
just
tap into
scared of
my
you.
liver.
I'm just scared of you because you do vape, and vape is dangerous because they have an oil thing that can mess up your lung and stuff. I don't understand. That thing is dangerous. Why keep doing it? That's why I'm saying I'm scared of your habit. Can you
Yeah,
change
no,
it?
no, that's. I mean, I can smoke regular cigarettes, but I'm trying to quit everything.
Yeah,
I want
no,
to.
don't even smoke. Just say no. Just say you don't need it no more. Just say that, and all suddenly the habit is gone because you recognize it, because it's based on belief that you need. So I can give you a lung scan, this scan, but let me see. Okay. I need to bring in a special doctor. I'll be back. Connecting. I summon God Federation medical doctor. Please enter my body. I mean, let me mirror you now.
Carlos just came in the chat.
Bring him in.
Did you want?
Bring him
Did you
in.
want Carlos to come in? He can
Yes,
come
why
in.
not? Yes. That's General Carlos.
How you doing? I'm here, but I'm also at work.
Yes,
Apologize.
yes, General Carlos. How are you? You can be, I be an asshole, you can be the hemorrhoid, like we always play.
Sounds like a good plan.
All right, thank you, sir. That's General. Okay, let me bring in a medical team. Hold on.
I've seen Carlos. Nice to meet you, Carlos. I think I've seen you on James Brink's videos with Causal. So I'm glad you stopped in.
System online. Universal Translator activated. Medical 1 team. You are now active. Do we have a patient here? I was summoned by the intelligence of our ship directive to come in. The intelligence informed me that we have a patient to look at.
I wanted to know about my liver.
Okay, let's bring your constructive like structure into our view. System, bring the structure of his pattern into our view. There's definitely weakness in your moranium structure. The liver function here, but let's adjust the frequency. You will feel a slight numbness and heat.
I actually do feel something. Whoa, I felt something in my stomach.
We are adjusting your vibrational reality as Galactic Federation protocol require adjustment of purification. We are clearing your internal organ now. There you go. Sky blue vibration has been implemented into your lung liver structure, adjusting your digest system. Adjusting your vibrational or your digest, your kidney, your bladder. No. Adjusting complete, re-vibrating your energy, activating now. Adjust. Activating all your energy center, purifying, clearing, resetting. Drone nurse, please bring me the crystal harmonizer. Adjusting, restructuring now with the harmonizer. Setting this tone of vibration into your field of consciousness allow you to adjust and vibrate in this harmonious pattern, removing parasitic demonic thought form. Transforming now, demonic thought form, binding, dissolving and destroying, transforming into positive. You are now adjusted, returning your purification form into your physical structure metric. You are now clear of low vibrational that caused you to not vibrate in your harmonic state. We now giving you medicine and food and substance toward your physical metric. Computer, manifest like food, light protein, light clear water crystal, let it weigh about 20 pounds. Computer, teleported into this biological entity. Entity, what is your name?
Robert.
Computer, teleport this light substance of food, weigh 20 pounds, with clear crystal water into his stomach, into his internal organ, brain, and chest now. It is done. At this moment, your sensation of fullness and clarity you will experience. Patient, Robert, as your position, we will be monitoring you from a ship. Therefore, we now leave.
Thank you. That was amazing.
Oh man. Hey Robert, how was the doctor?
It was actually felt like you have like some powers, like you can do like healing stuff. I
I'm
actually
too
felt
awesome! I told you! How awesome am I?
you are. Okay, so a lot of people ask for readings, and some people sent me PayPal's and stuff. So I'll get to the
You
PayPal's
better
first.
take
This
their
is
money. You better take their money. I read. Right now, I be your bitch. I go to read for them, and you just take their money. I don't mind being your bitch. You can be the pimp lord.
This is from Melinda McClung. She
Melinda.
wants an aura reading, and her name is Melinda McClung. And you make me laugh too, and you're
Yeah,
entertaining.
yeah.
So that's the best part because like I think like you know like the thing that people are missing is that like
Mhm.
this is all for entertainment and we're
Yes.
having fun.
Yes.
You know, even though you do have like you can read people and you can do healing, but it's
Yes.
still also for fun too.
Yes.
It's for
Uh,
entertainment. So it's like
yes, my pimp. I will do reading on her. Linda Malone. The correct scanning. Linda Malone. Okay.
no, Melinda McClung.
Oh, Linda McCone. Okay. Scanning. Melinda McCone. Okay. Her her energy is bright. It's green, but there's something wrong with the left side of her leg. I will explain it. This is related to black magic. She had been someone had been cursed her leg, so there is pain in the left side area and the hip. So this related to black magic, but I will dissolve it and fix it. Um, her aura is very whitish and very like pink green. That means she's a person. This is very she's like an older soul, but she have a lot of angelic supposedly sort of have an angelic connection, but therefore there is dark entity that want to lower her vibration. So this is people in her, that know her, have did some black magic on her, and it causing her sickness. The meaning low vibration to enter her body through the left leg, and so that means there is negative entity. So when a person have a white aura, like in her case, she vibrating high, well connecting to angelical being. But the problem is there's people who know are jealous for whatever reason is, variety reason, they have used black magic to bind or curse her. And therefore there is pain in her physical body, and that causing the form of illness known as pain or arthritis or slugness. It's like she cannot be in a health efficiency, and therefore bad things, she has started to experience bad vibration, such as family member gets sick or something accident happen, if not to someone that she knows she loves. It just, this is what it caused in her reality. So
yeah.
therefore there is a struggle between her confidence in herself and the angel and what's going on in reality, because there's an unbalance. So to remedy this, that's why she lives sometime in scare mode, because there is betrayal in her life, especially the one who knows. So before she used to bring people to her life, but now she don't want to bring people to life because they tend to front stab her right in front of her, or take, use and abuse her gift of her knowledge, of her kindness, and that's what happened in her life. So let me go ahead and take care of remedy the black magic. Bottom of the universe, please bind and dissolve and destroy the black magic they put on by Linda McCon. And please bind and dissolve it. And also, please remove all the negative magic, the negative curse around her. And please clear her, the left side of her body, leg, clear with all negative energy. and restored her well-being, restored clarity, and bind and dissolve, destroy the negative entity, the negative demon, and that was sent by the one who put the curse and negative on her through the voodoo black ritual magic. And please bind, dissolve, and destroy that person too right now. And as for Linda, please clear her aura and bring back her health and change the circumstance from negative to positive now. It is done, Linda. Now you owe my pimp $20. Come on, pimp, take her money.
But what I wanted to do was I wanted to, but we have more readings, so
Ask
we'll
her.
do.
Ask her. She would say,
What I
I'm
wanted to
correct.
do was
Yeah.
I will ask her. Yeah, I will ask. I'll look in the chat. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to bring in Carlos because he's taking time from work to be here,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted
Yes.
to get his opinion on what you do. I know he's a part of your group, and I know he's like if you guys want to talk about what you do real quick, we'll take like a 2-3 minute break from the readings and let Carlos talk if he wants to.
Yes.
Carlos, did you want to chime in? Oh, he's not talking.
Is he?
He's
Is
on
he?
mute.
Is he
He's on
lying?
mute. He's on mute. So maybe
Okay.
we'll just go to the next reading and we'll do it at the end. We'll do
Okay.
it at the end. Okay, if that's okay. And the next one is from let me see here. The next one is from Selena Ingalls. She says, reading for Stephen Bryson. So that's her boyfriend. She wants a reading for Stephen Bryson.
Stephen Bryson. Okay, I got his aura. Now, as for something, there is the aura look very dark red from the head to here. That means this is very difficult. And from here to the stomach downward is a light blue and green, but I will explain exactly what I mean. When a person who have a lot of dark red, that means the person is going through health predicament and life circumstance predicament in a heavy way. That means there's a lot of bad thing that is beyond their ability to cope with. So that means there's struggle in Stephen's life that he have to confront or face. So that meaning he have to confront the shadow work. Meaning he have to confront the circumstance in his life he can't run away from because it is affecting his peace of mind and well-being. So he have fear, about the present and the future, and it's hard for him to trust, sometimes even himself. So he have this heaviness that he have to transform into light, and it's very difficult for him in this time because he feel he's alone, and he feel he can't tell, even his own girlfriend or own loved one what he truly feel, what he truly want, because he have responsibility in his life and he never even had time for himself. He always trying to keep himself busy, but his health is diminishing, and because of stress, high level, and that's why this thing happened in the family that he had to take care of, but it's very difficult for him because in his life he going through heaviness in his life, heavy circumstance. You know what I mean, right? Heavy circumstance that you cannot resolve the issue within a day. It's got to take time to resolve, and therefore, when you have family members sick, you have bill payment, you have things you have to catch up, and it's really overwhelming, and he cannot, and also affecting him because he don't get rest in his life. He always been a workaholic throughout his life, and he worried that if he gets sick, he will take care of what's going on. He's always been his fear, He's always an
Is there any way we can help him?
I can do anything. I'm a god, so I can do anything because I'm just too awesome. Okay, Pimp Robert, I got you. Baromay of the
It's
universe.
funny. You don't have to go.
We in the roll
I
call.
wanted to tell you real quick before you finish up with Bryson. Melinda said you were right on. She said she does have sciatica in her left hip and deal with pain from fibromyalgia. She said thank you so much for the healing. She said you're amazing.
I am amazing. I make you say I'm amazing. Say I'm amazing, baby. Say I'm amazing, Linda.
You're amazing.
As you did. My ego is so powerful, there's no match for it. It's on the highest level, like the Z-ball thing, But at least...
I wish I could have your confidence. I don't have that kind of confidence, I just...
Well, let me go ahead and go back to Stephen. Bottom of the universe, please bind, dissolve any negativity, energy, or vibration is on Stephen right now. Please transform his circumstance from negative to positive. Please unblock him from his stress, his life stress, and his emotional stress, his difficult circumstance. Please uh, uh, remove him from the negative vibration. And to the entity being who talking to his head, putting negative belief in him, please bind, dissolve, and destroy that negative entity vibration. And please remove all the generation curse from him completely and from his family. And please change the circumstance of him and his family from negative to positive and clear his energy. Let it become bright. Let him connect to his guardian angel now. And please restore his health back, his heart, his liver, his lung, his stomach, his kidney, his bladder, his genetic code. And please remove and please transform the stress from negative to positive, from stress to clarity now, and raise his vibration completely. It is done.
That's amazing.
I'm too amazing. I better time it 1 billion so I can get more super amazing. You know,
I gotta
like a
get my
Trump life.
friend Derek Galloway in here before Valerie. I'm gonna get to your question because Valerie paid, but I want to help my friend Derek because he's always he's one of my moderators. He helps me. He said that I can't go back to the message. Like I think his question. He says, "What should Derek?" This is from Derek Galloway. He go by Woo Riders DG on YouTube. He says, "Question: What should I do to protect my family from the attacks we are getting from a lady named Bernadetta?"
That's easy. Tell him to pay you another 10. I will demonstrate it about the power. Because, you know, this, tell him that, hey, the pimp don't
I don't
send.
want to do that.
I'm just having fun. Okay, Daryl, of
Yeah.
course I will too. Just go like this. They say light of the universe with me, Barame. Please put a cloak around me and my family, a cloak field. Matter of fact, for the let me do it for you. What the hell with it? Fuck it. No. Bottom of the universe, please put a cloak field around Daryl and his family, Daryl Gow and his family now, and transform his negative circumstance for him and his family from negative to positive, and please bind, dissolve the negative magic and negative entity and the curse that has been put on him and his family. Bind, dissolve, and destroy it completely. And instead, please put blessing into his family right now. Any being who wants to harm him, please bind and dissolve, destroy that being now. Please restore his health back and into his physical, emotional, mental, and remove all fear from him. Put bravery, courage inside him, his family, and also please manifest Guardian Terminator T1000 and T800 that surround him and his family, and this celestial Skynet robot be the honor guard to protect his family, and also manifest different angel and so also extraterrestrial to watch over him and angel as well right now, and pour the light of the seven rainbow of the seven heaven onto him and his family completely.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I hope that helps him. He needs a
He,
healing too, but I want to ask you. He has liver issues too. Like I mean, could you see that when you read him?
yes, that's why I put restored his organ. But I do he felt something happen, like a light, like he felt lighter, he felt clear. He felt that immediately because all the healing is consciousness, because consciousness create reality, quantum consciousness, and
Yeah.
that's why when we do things, it's really real, because this is a dream body. That's all it is. You're still dreaming that you're having this body, but the truth is you're a spirit. So we're operating on high vibrational level. And he has to
Yeah.
believe in himself. Daryl, you better believe in yourself all the time. If you don't, it that's what make you fear that, because you need to give yourself credit. You need to give value to yourself, to your spirit that is in you. Okay.
That's cool. Okay, I'll get to the next one. The next one is from Valerie Gomez. She sent me a PayPal, so thank you, or Venmo. Someone just sent $2 on
Okay.
PayPal. I'm gonna see who that is. Oh, Selena sent it for. She said reading for Stephen Bryson, and then she wrote, please if there is time. Wait, we just got Stephen Bryson, so what's she mean? Like, she sent it. Okay, maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't know. It was Selena. You gotta, cause she donated $2 3 times. Like so like um oh she went.
we just read uh Selena. I mean Stephen. I'm sorry.
Well, can you read? We read Steven. So could you read Selena? Because she donated like 2 or 3 times. Oh, she
That's
says no. The one's for me. Yeah, so it's for her. Selena Ingalls. Her
okay.
name is Selena Ingalls, and she's very psychic. I like to call her. She's like a white witch. She's a healer
Oh
too. You
yeah.
can probably pick that up from
Oh
her. Yeah,
yeah.
she really is. She's a good
Is
friend
she
of
the
mine.
white witch? Which I'm the pimp sorcerer. Can we pimp her? Selena Engel, correct?
Yeah, she said go and do Valerie first. We'll do Valerie next, Selena. We'll do Valerie next.
Okay. This whole aura is a lot of green, like really green. It's very nature, you know. But there is a lot of dark energy from here to the leg to the. Okay, I understand now. Whenever with dark energy and green mix, there is a struggle in vibrational beliefs. There is a war in her belief structure, meaning that a green people is someone who truly want to attune to the tree, the moon, the star, the river, trying to attune to the earth vibration. But the problem is, she cannot attune to people. She afraid of people. That means she isolates. She like an introvert when it comes to people. She cannot deal with people, personality, or energy, character. Therefore, she wants to help people, open, but she afraid of bringing people into life. So there is an emotional belief that it's not finding harmony. So that means she needs to do a heart shadow work, meaning she needs to bring out her fear and confront it. She afraid of people, but that she wants to bless people. And therefore, there's two aspects of her fighting and what caused her to not follow, her true nature, which is to be a person of peace. Nature relate to peace, which is green aura relate to the heart, and that's what causing her not to feel at peace with people because she think people live outside nature. But the truth is, people were designed by Anunnaki to live on this planet. So
We went,
therefore,
yeah, we talked about that today. That was the big topic of the discussion, right? That was like
yes. So therefore, she is have a stronger belief, and she worried that people will not understand or accept her because well, they won't understand or accept her if she alienate herself. Because she don't have confidence in herself. She don't see herself in other people. Therefore, other people cannot see themselves in her because all related to her. Because the belief structure is, Selena has to understand that yes, she want to be getting to nature, but nature is not prejudiced, not biased. Air and water love everybody. That's why we have life, because air and water is what we made of. H2O, hydrogen, oxygen come together, create water. Through that, to air, life is born, because the spirit touched the water. Therefore, life is given birth through water. You know, and so therefore, by understand this understanding, she had to let go of her prejudice, her fear of people, and herself in people life. She had to let go. And do not give into the idea she is vibrating higher than someone. No, everyone is a holographic nature of her. Meaning we all are holographic nature of each other. Does that make sense? We are one. By
Yeah, that
understand
makes
this and
sense.
believe this, therefore her fear is gone, therefore her aura is vibrating. But she worry about people harming her, alienating her. Let me do this. Biometric universe, please bind and dissolve any negative belief, negative structure, a negative magic, and curse that have been put in Selena right now. Please bind, dissolve, and destroy it. And please put into Selena positive thought, positive energy, positive magic. And please bind, dissolve that demonic negative entity that talked to her. Bind, dissolve, and destroy them completely right now. And also, please increase her aura structure to the red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet light color right now, and remove all the curse, all the negative voodoo that has been put on her. Bind, dissolve, the voodoo, the black magic that been and the curse has been put around her, and also bind and dissolve the one who been putting curse on, put curse on her also right now. Okay, it's done. She asked her. She felt that immediately when I do that
Do you
because I'm
feel? Do you
awesome.
feel that, Selena? Do you feel that? We would like to know. Did
She
you feel
felt a
anything while
lift
you?
like a light immediately.
like a lift or like
a
or
clarity.
a release on your energy
Hmm.
body. I'll wait to see if she says anything. I'll get to
Oh
the
yeah,
next one. She has
Valerie.
yeah, Valerie Gomez, and you've read her before, I think. But
Hmm.
yeah, I'm looking for her question. Let me see here. Let me see if she has a question. Okay.
See, all the other psychic people, their power can match my magic. My magic is too powerful, you know, because I was.
Valerie just wants to. Yeah, you're power. You do have a psychic power for
Hmm.
sure. You know, it's amazing. Like,
Hmm.
did you study that, or I mean, did you?
Remember, I went to Angkor Wat. They took me to the future, and
Yeah.
the different alien, the human of the future, blessed me with. They taught me how to use it. They say we are spirit. You have what we have. We just forgot how to use it. So they downloaded and it just took me to just put like this, and the AI just beam out of light and all their knowledge and their ability and their principle. Well, yes, they give me the knowledge, but I have to go practice it. That's why it took 37 years, 2 months in the future before they send me back. The knowledge is easy to give in, but the practical part, that's you have to do it. They train me every day. So,
And for the people that might not know, you've been working on and off with James Brink for like
oh
20 years,
yeah,
right?
yes, that's James Ring is my friend, you know, and you know he's super soldier, just like me.
Yeah, he is. He's a real
I
super
I
soldier.
told him I'm a pimp soldier, so I'm gonna pimp you, James. You will see.
I like James.
Yes,
He's really cool. You
he
know.
is cool. He is cool. Hey, Robert, can you also go to my website? I want him to see the new video. You know that they
Yeah,
show
yeah.
people how to buy the art
We'll do that.
token. Hmm.
Baramay1.com, right?
Correct. BARAMAY1.com. You know.
Okay. But while that's loading, do you want to do Valerie, and then we'll
I'm
finish up with it?
detecting there is anomaly in Vara. There is pain on her, like here, right here, this side. That means there's something going on, and it's related to emotional pain, that struggle in relationship and circumstance, and there's no clarity right here. It also be influenced because of past life that happened. I'm looking at it because there is what we call a health. She require healing and health reevaluate in relationship to her life and relationship, and I'm seeing there is a decision she have to make in her present here now to say no because she's a giving person and she always share herself, her gift, her talent. She will never a person. It's hard for her to say no to people, to those who love. She love to ask her for things. She will always a yes person, but being yes person will also burning her out, and that's what causing her to have sickness because she tie herself to death. You know, I don't want to use that
Yeah.
word, but it is what it is. But she have to learn to give time to herself and say no because that's what happened in her life. But she is a bright person. Meaning her energy is very bright, but she give herself too much to everyone else. Except she don't say no, and therefore she's only human. She's spirit, but she inhuman in this dream world, and therefore she don't know how to respect her limits, and that's what caused her to go over and feel give herself too much to everyone else except to herself. That's why she in a health predicament. She burning out. She gonna become very angry, with herself, with other, because she don't have energy, and that's what's going on. So I'm gonna do for about a minute, please. uh Replace all her internal organ, her vagina, her fallopian tube, her kidney, her stomach, uh, or even her breast, her lung, her head, her eye. Please replace it and manifest her a new organ, new vagina, new fallopian tube, new everything, new stomach, new breast, new skin, new eyes, new ear, new hair, and replace all her worn out DNA and manifest new DNA into her now, and increase her energy and her blood energy, her mind energy, and restore her energy back to who she is, and body, emotion, mind, and spirit, and heal her completely now. Set her vibration of different organ, different skin, and restore her completely. Take away her pain. Manifest heavenly food, heavenly water into her all her organ now, and medicine too. Let it weigh about 10 pounds. Yes, there you go. It's done. ask her. She starts to say, "Well, how you know that?" I said, "I'm too awesome. I know everything." I tell you, I'm not like other people. My psychic power is beyond anything that other people ever seen. Cause I'm an awesome person. I've been trained.
Okay, we got one more. The Andromedan was mad at you, but now he wants to. He's not mad anymore. He donated. He said he has a question in the chat. Let me find his question. His question says, he says, "Can you use my real name?" His real name is Forl, Forl. Need a reading as well, and what universe he's from.
My question before I do it, can he handle truth? I'll joke to the side. If he can't, I won't read him. There's no point. There's no point if I read him and he can't handle, then it's no point. Correct, Robert?
Yeah, that's true.
So can he accept that condition?
I think he can accept that.
All right.
You know?
Well, I'm looking into his aura. It's very dark and it's very brownish throughout his body. And I'm going to explain it what it means.
He said his name is Muhammad. Muhammad, Muhannad. Muhammad.
It means that the aura, what is showing that he don't trust nobody. He don't trust anything. And so therefore in his life, he lived in what we call cloak and dagger throughout his life. He liked to create reality where he himself don't want to go through it, but he would bring other people as test subject to go through it so he can get data and understanding. And then he would not want to take responsibility. So he was like a Loki. You know what a Loki is? He's a Loki personality. You know Loki, the brother of Thor, the trickster god. That's what he is. He is a trickster god, a personality where he perceives himself as better than other people, but he cannot see himself in other people. Therefore, he find joy in reading trap for other people that he can exploit, allure them, and then he will laugh at them, thinking he better than the other people. But he don't want people to know him, that he's the one. He will play different character to make them think that their fault, not he. So he will never own anything in responsibility. Why? Because he think he's superior than other human being, a life form. And every time you bring him and capture him, and his heart will never receive reality because he always want to be the shapeshifter, you know, changing character. But the truth is he's very lonely. He wants to connect to people. He wants to help people, but he worried that people would judge him. And that's what set him on that course, you know, throughout his life. And that's why because he before he wasn't like that. He helped people. What happened? People didn't appreciate his help. And that's why he became that way. So became like want to help but becoming invisible. And yet want to be appraised, like appreciated. But yet he never get that in this life. And that's what set him on course on this particular reality. And that's what caused him to be the person he is today. That's why when asked him to read, can he accept truth? And if he say yes, this is the truth of his reality. He want to help people, but don't want people to come close to him. But you know, in order to help people, there's got to be a trust. And he have not earned that trust. That to let people trust him, or even him trust people. And therefore, without trust, there is no relationship. And therefore, he got to acknowledge that he is limited. He got to acknowledge his people too, and he got to let go to the idea that he's better than someone else. And after that, then the angel will open up the portal where his aura can shine and allow those who need him will find him, those who don't want. Otherwise, as long as he still believes he's unique and better than someone else, the angel will not open the portal for him to feel the warmth of love, family, friendship. You know, he just wants simple thing like that, but he's not going to get it if he don't open his heart and see himself in other people. We call consideration. Ain't that amazing? Ain't that amazing? You see that, Robert? I just knocked him out. And that's why the aura is very brown and dark. It's his shield. He wants to be shielding himself, you know, from love, from acknowledgement. And that's what's going on. So he let it go. Gotta let go of the shield, boy. That's the only way. And how to do that? Let me do it for you. Barome, Please transform his shield to Maroma shield and let his aura shine. And let him attract and transform his negative thought to positive thought. And let him connect to the universal consciousness now and to everyone on this planet. And please uplift his spirit and let him become more himself by be by seeing himself and everyone else and everyone in him now. Please transform our negative belief structure from negative to positive. There you
That's
go.
amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing. Now I'm gonna share your website here.
Yes. Can you like yeah? I just want to
Let
show
me
you
see.
guys something. You know.
Hold on, my mouse isn't. Okay, there we go. I got it. I'll get it. I'm gonna share screen and share.
A lot of people they say Kosal's ego. I accept my ego. You know. That's why I love it. It's my teacher. You know. If you don't
Yeah,
love everything about you, then what's the point? Cause.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Scroll down. I want to show you what happened today. You know. Scroll down a little bit more. Is that amazing? I wrote mini book. Uh-huh.
You wrote your new book. What's it on?
No, no. You see that mini book? That's out of the book I wrote. You see that?
Wow. Oh, you wrote this many. You wrote 6 books.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Wow.
Okay.
That's amazing.
Scroll down. Scroll down a little bit. Uh, there you go. Right there. You see that video? The one on top. This the
Yeah.
new video. Can you click on that one? This is at bottom.
Yeah.
Yes. Can you click it? See this? How you doing? Is it playing?
It won't play. For it's buffering.
Oh. Can we actually go to his YouTube channel through it?
We're gonna try to we're gonna try to get it to play. I'm gonna try to pause and play. Is it playing? Why is this?
See.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There we go.
that was amazing, Cosmo. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I'm going to stop sharing the screen now. I
Hmm.
have some questions.
Okay.
Because I have experience in Bitcoin. Like I used I've traded a little bit, but like so I'm interested because it looks like your coin's actually starting to take off. And this
Yay!
could be
I'm
a good opportunity for
awesome.
Starseed, right?
I created. I.
Yeah, right. That's good. No, I mean, like, it seems like your coin's starting to take off. So, like, what do we need to do, like, as star seeds, like, and how will this help us? Like,
Well,
because it's
Well, yes, that's what they told me. The people of the future say I have to get into digital currency because everything is in the information flow, like current and everything in the current, currency, right? And
yeah,
in the digital flow information, because the business, the product is information. And so by putting into a avatar form such as digital currency, be, that's how the economy of the future operate. In the time that took me in, the economy was run by the AI does everything. Human being was focused on more relationship and creativity, and the AI responsibilities make sure that they build planet and star system. Human beings don't have to deal with that. We deal with spiritual development, and so you cannot have spiritual development and worry about logistic. So that's why they built the intelligent system to do logistic. And as human beings, we are designed to develop your chi. They call it light by the shin. You know, the cultivating the shin body or the light body or the spirit body, and that's what the whole economy of the future is to work, is to allow the complicated thing work by artificial intelligence, then human being work on relationship intelligence.
yeah,
Cultivate the emotional body, the chakra body, the mental body, the astral body. That's where human being come in, because let machine do what machine do best. Let's people do what people do best, which is to develop spiritual advancement. So together, that's what co-creating means. Machine co-create machine stuff. Human being now free from machine stuff can co-create spiritual stuff. Ain't that beautiful?
that is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So they can just watch that video, and that's how they sign up for the token. Do you think would you recommend everybody invest in some?
I do recommend it. They go to my website, and that video will tell them what to do, and they have to have download a Trust wallet or a MetaMask. There's other wallet too,
But you
but
can use Coinbase, right?
yeah. Oh, no. Maybe Coinbase wallet. I believe you can. You can use Coinbase wallet.
Okay.
But the reason
Yeah.
you can't use Coinbase is not in the exchange have not put it into. It takes some time. Coinbase will put coin that is big, but my coin has almost 300. It have 290 billion market cap. So they will put it later because they just want to make sure that you know they want to watch other exchange put in it, but other exchange putting into it already. But and then later, because they want to see it for 6 to 7 months or maybe a year, then they might put into it. Because now how a big exchange, they want to see how strong is your token. Yeah, they've been looking at my token. They know I have $290 billion market cap. Ain't that amazing? I'm too amazing. Well, I can buy a lot of Starseed whore.
Oh my God.
A light worker whore. Do we have light worker whore?
I don't
How about
know.
super soldier whore?
Oh my God, you're too much, Causal. You're
I
too
know.
much.
I'm just.
I,
No.
I know you're just kidding,
Yeah.
but no, it seems complicated, but it's easy to do. And do you think this is a good investment for people down the
It
road?
is.
Or
You gotta start somewhere. The best way to start with spiritual people like me. I'm already there, so I create this to people. I've been waiting for Nasora. Well, I don't. I'm not gonna wait for Nasora. I'm gonna create my own Nasora. See, because God help those who help themselves. The ET creator, apparent creators to give us smarter way. We have to help ourselves. They not gonna help us. They already help us
yeah,
by creating us, by giving us knowledge and vision to help ourselves, right? To give us, that's how the guy is to give us vision. Our brain is like a receiver. They the one to give us knowledge, say help yourself. How? That's when they give us people to work with. Teacher, here and there, ask questions, they work with us. And little by little, now I got to this level. Because people been waiting for Nasora. Don't wait for Nasora. Do Nasora now. Let's do this version of economy, digital economy, and we hook up with like mind. That's why I ask everyone to invest. In me. If you can't invest in other people, invest in my bullshit. My bullshit is real because money talk, bullshit walk. Now I put money in my bullshit. Now it become real. Now we're walking. Ain't that beautiful? At first, it was kind of hard because it's just my idea alone. But now I got Carlos, General Car. I have other Starseed, other Light Worker, other Super Soldier. They helping. They putting $1 or two. That's all you need. Put $1 or two. Buy it every week. Just put $1 or two. Just do it every week. You'll be surprised. My token go up a lot because all the
Yeah,
star seed have long term goal like me. We want Nasora, so I create this as our Nasora now.
that's amazing.
Hmm.
Yeah, well, thank you so much, Causal. I'm gonna definitely look into it. I think I might buy some. I mean, I don't know. I might buy like $2, $3 worth at
That's
first
all
just
you
to try
need.
it
You
out and
need a
see.
dollar. Just buy $1. Just like the old saying go, $1 make you holla. That's all you
Well,
need.
wait, can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I get paid in crypto now. I post videos on Rockfin.
Uh huh.
It's an alternative video platform. It's one of them. I post videos on Rumble and Rockfin pays me in Ray token, which is RAE token.
Mm-hmm.
But then for me to cash out, I have to convert that Ray token into Ethereum. So
And
I know a little bit
mm-hmm.
about
Well,
cryptos.
well,
So
like me, like Pancake, like my token, I would buy and hold it. My game plan is 10 year, right? 10 year, and then once kill a lot of zero, then I can sell some. I can swap it back from RDoc token to BNB, and then I can sell BNB through Trust Wallet, right, or through the MetaMask. And there's this exchange that when you sell it to them, it's automatic. It's like you sell, and then they put the money into your account. They convert BNB, whatever that BNB is, they convert it back into dollar and put into your account through your credit card.
yeah,
That's how it
yeah,
happened.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah, that's interesting.
yeah.
Well, do you want to tell everybody your website one more
Yes,
time? And thank you so much.
Baramay1.com is BARAMAY1.com. And also, uh, Carlos, you want to say something? Because you always love the shadow work. Maybe we can add some wisdom into the community. The General Carlos, he's been with
Sure.
me for 3 or 4 years now.
Yes. One thing I encourage people to do in my group is to do the
Can you
shadow work.
introduce
We
yourself?
do.
Not many people, well, they heard of you, but they don't know who you are. Can you tell your full name?
Okay. My name is Carlos Gigliotti. I'm known as General Carlos in the group because for many lifetimes I've been a general. And even this lifetime, I've not been a general this lifetime, but I have spent time in the military and correct. So I have somewhere that demeanor, military-like demeanor. So they call me General Carlos because of those situations. Um, Basically, I'm one of the administrative members of the Souls group, and I do hold classes Monday night at 8:30 Eastern Time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and
And Saturday.
around noon time, and around noontime on Saturday Eastern Time. I encourage our members to do their shadow work. Um, Everything in the outside world, the physical world, is a reflection of the inner world. As you know, all physical matter is made of energy, photon. But what causes a photon to go from a light wave and become a particle, or go from energy into what we would consider physical matter? It's the information or the consciousness. You change the information, you change the consciousness, therefore you change the physical matter. So, in essence, if you think about it, when you eat something, you're eating light with a certain information or a certain consciousness. Medicine is light with a certain consciousness. Poison is a light with a certain consciousness. Everything is light consciousness. So, because of that, that's why we're able to influence we're able to influence the physical world because it is actually made of spiritual energy or consciousness. If you don't take time to find out what you are programmed with, you'll keep repeating the same or recreating the same thing over and over again. And that is why I encourage the shadow work. But it's not something to be done alone. You need a support group because sometimes some things that come up can be trauma, and if you don't have assistance, it can be so hard that you wind up causing harm to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So you need a good support group, even if it's professional. You need a good support group that'll help you through it and give you support and help lift you up during those times. Um, but the method I use for my shadow work is what I've learned through mainly through the soul. Some of it is through other modalities, but I use it in combination with what Kasol has taught me for the future, which is very simple, and it's learning how to ask and receive. And that's how the Elohim, our future incarnations, have done science, have done a lot of research and experimentation, and they basically whittled it down to they got rid of all the fluff, excess and unnecessary stuff, and said this is all you need to do. And it is very simple, very quick, and very effective. That it helps you to grow. But it's so simple, quick, and effective. You progress much more quickly. But nevertheless, still the shadow work is so very important because either the increase in power. Remember, everything's been a thought. That means the chains that bind you is thoughts. So if you increase the power, you increase the power of the chains because you have not reprogrammed for the simple sense.
That's amazing.
That's amazing. Absolutely. Okay, I'm going to say a prayer for everyone. Mama, you don't bless our life and remove any negative curse or black magic around us and bind and dissolve the black magic curse that has been put on us, any of us, and our family. And please bind and dissolve and destroy any negative entity or demonic teacher that been put negative post voodoo on any of us also. Please change our circumstance from negative to positive now, and please manifest heavenly food, heavenly water, medicine, weigh about 10 pounds, put into a stomach, into our internal organ, a chest, and a brain, and our eye right now unto all of us, into Robert, Carlos, me, our family, and all the the people watching us as well, and through our life throughout this planet right now. Oh, you feel that? It's like a present just went in. That's the
That's
food.
awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you, Carlos, and thank you, Causal, and
Mm-hmm.
I'll be talking to you guys soon, and we'll do this again for
Yes,
sure.
definitely.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank
Have a
you.
good
Bye
night.
bye.
All right, bye.
That was awesome. I'm a snuggler. I'm too amazing. Thank you, everybody. Mm-hmm.